Welcome to my workshop. My name is Thomas and you're watching Casual DIY channel. In today's video I want to present you a laser lever from Cigman, the CM-701. Very interesting tool at a reasonable price tag. Let's have a look at it. Now the whole thing comes in this nice little package with a handle. You can quite easily take it on a job site, but the most important thing is what's inside. What are you getting? Okay, so obviously the laser itself. As you can see, everything's really neatly packed in here. This laser is powered by rechargeable batteries, so you don't have to mess around with AA batteries or anything like that. You do get a charging cable. What I really love about this is the remote. You get a remote with this, super handy. As always, you get a manual, a focus plate, base for the laser itself with some really cool features in it, but we'll check that out in a second, and this L-shaped bracket that has got some interesting features in its own as well. So as you can see, it seems to be a fairly decent package, especially when you consider the price tag, which is around 140 British pounds. Before we actually jump into all the details about this laser, I just want to say thank you to the supporters of today's video, which is Cigman themselves. Thank you for supplying the product for review and testing and supporting the channel as well. But let's dive into the features of this laser. Okay, let's start with the L-shaped bracket. This will allow you to mount the laser in many places. Over here you've got a knob with a 1/4 of an inch screw that goes into the slot just underneath the laser itself. So we can attach it just like that very quickly, depending which way you want it on the position. It's all adjustable, okay, just like that. And on the back of this bracket, you've got quite an interesting feature. You've got very strong magnets here that can attach to any metal surface. For example, like this shelving system I've got here. As you can see, it works absolutely fine. You turn on the laser and you've got all the lines, okay? So any metal surface that will stick onto. But also it comes with a keyhole slot just over here. So if you don't have any metal surfaces, you can use that. Whack a screw in your stud or in your wall and you can just hang it just like that, nicely and securely. Switch on the laser and Bob's your uncle. You can use it like that as well. One of the things that speaks about the quality of the whole package is a little thing, but it makes the difference on the L-shaped bracket. So that's the magnet that you can place it on the wall. That's the keyhole here. And what they did, in all four corners, they added this rubbery dots over here, so you don't scratch your surface when you place this on a wall or on any metal surfaces, anything like that. So they went the little extra mile to make the product that little bit better. Now, as I mentioned, in the base of the machine, that will take 1/4 of an inch bolt. So basically, that will be mountable on most of the tripods that you can buy for a camera, anything like that. So that's very, very handy, and I'll show you how that works in a bit. Now the whole package comes with this rotary base as well, and the base itself has got few interesting options. First of all, 1/2 inch thread, so it will take the construction rated tripods, okay, the bigger versions that you can find on job sites, anything like that, so that will fit there as well. Now the 3 little legs that comes with this base, they're all adjustable, and you can actually totally remove them as well if you wanted to, but you've got full control on how your laser is positioned. On top of it, you've got a wheel just over here that will rotate the whole laser, the whole base, and you can really dial in the position of your laser right to the very millimeter. So that's a very, very handy feature as well. And depending on the settings you're going to be using this, it will last between 6 to even 30 hours of work time. So that's very, very decent. Okay, so let me show you the laser from a bit up close now. So it's 3 times 360 degrees. You've got 2 vertical lines, 1 horizontal, so you are covered in all aspects like that. You can cover a whole room with this. The IP rating of this little device is IP54, which means it's waterproof, dustproof and shockproof. Yeah, still works, still works. This laser can be operated in two modes. Manual mode, where basically the lasers are locked in place, and that's particularly useful when you've got a set angle that you need to work to, for example a staircase, anything like that. And the other mode is self-leveling mode. When you actually switch to that, the laser itself will turn itself on automatically. With the manual mode, there's actually a on-off switch just over here, but it does have other features as well, which I'm going to talk a little bit later. So if you press and hold that, the laser will come on as well. Okay, so that's in the manual mode, and as you can see, the lines are now stable and steady regardless of how I'm going to position the level itself. They will remain steady. However, if I switch to a self-leveling mode, the laser will level itself out to about 4 degrees each way. So if you tilt it either way, that's beyond 4 degrees, as you can see, the lights will start flashing, and you do have a red indicator here saying that the laser is not level. So you've got 4 degrees either of the sides, and you know, that's a margin of error that this laser will work to and level itself out to. Also on the front of the machine over here, the 4 LED lights here, they are indicators for how much battery, how much juice you've got in this, and as you can see, it's fully charged. It comes with 4 buttons in total. So the red one is an on-off switch when you're in the manual mode. Now the red on-off switch also has got another feature, which is changing how bright the laser line is, and it has got 4 settings. This is the brightest, a little bit less, bit less, and it's quite thin now. Okay, so that's very, very handy. Now the other 3 buttons, you've got vertical 1, vertical 2, and horizontal. You've got 1 horizontal line, or we can switch off now, so that's disappeared, as you can see on the wall. There you go, it's back again. Vertical 2, so that line is coming off. Vertical 1, that came off. Now you just got the horizontal line. Now I just want to show you the remote itself and how it works with the lines. I think it's a fantastic feature, super helpful. As I said, if you're far away from the machine, it's absolutely great. So you can switch on and off the lines depending on what you need. You know, absolutely fantastic. Also, you can change the brightness of the laser itself. I'm not sure if it's actually visible on the camera, but it definitely changes. You've got 4 steps to it. Absolutely fantastic addition. As I mentioned, you can get yourself a really cheap tripod for a camera, and it will work absolutely perfectly with this laser. Right then, so let's utilize this laser for a project. Now I've got this wall over here to my left, and I want some storage solution on it. Some time ago I've bought these magnetic strips from Lidl, not too expensive at all. However, they would be perfect to hold some of my most used screwdrivers, anything like that I need quick access and I don't want the hassle to put them somewhere away. So we're going to install them. And on top of it, one of the very useful tricks you can use in your workshop is French cleats. So I'm gonna get this laminated chipboard cut on the 45-degree angle, and that will give us 2 rows of French cleats that I can utilize for anything I need to be stored on this wall for quick accessibility. So let's get cutting. When it comes to accuracy with this laser, you will lose around 1.5 millimeter every 5 meter distance. As I've got a metal shelving unit opposite the wall, so it's super easy, just whack it like that, so you can easily and clearly see the laser on the wall. Super easy to adjust it with the magnetic L-shaped bracket. And let's check out if the line is actually level. Just like that. Absolutely perfect. Bob-on in the middle. So I can mark off the position of these. Mark it like so. Lasers of these types have got a lot of uses. They're perfect for tiling, wall painting, ground leveling, calibration, etc. Obviously picture hanging. There's so many uses you can utilize a device like this. And check that out, absolutely perfect. As you can see, the vertical line is meeting the end of this, so I've got the reference point and I've got the horizontal line just where I need it to. So let's mark this off. Don't have to measure anything, everything is in correct place, just make the holes and Bob's your uncle. Spot on. To install the French cleat, I'm actually going to be using the tripod I've got. Let's see how that performs. And you can pick one really cheap, and definitely is going to speed up your work process as well if you've got something like this. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to take it lower. Okay, now let's mark the wall. Absolutely perfect. Let's check out the top one. Again, absolutely perfect. Now, how far can you actually see it in real life? Well, my garage is 6 meters long, so at the moment you can see the laser just over there on the tripod. Okay, and let's have a look. 6 meters away, it looks just like that. So it's very visible. This is on the highest setting on the ceiling. I hope you're going to be able to see it. No issues at all. Very visible laser. As you can see, I've loaded the wall with a couple of things that I use all the time, and it's nice to have them straight away to hand and actually not be in the way. The laser in this project came in so helpful, so easy to use, and it will give you super accuracy every single time. Now, before we actually go into my end thoughts about this laser, I just want to tell you that I am not on commission with selling these, so if you buy one, I am not getting paid for that, anything like that. If you know my channel and myself, you know that I always find something bad, or nearly always find something bad in a particular machine. With regards to this, so far I have not found any major flaws with it, with the design, with the quality, and especially the price as well. What you get here for around 150 British pounds, it's a really nice and full package, and usually these lasers cost way more. If you're interested in that, I'm going to drop a link to this particular one down below in the description of this video. However, the company Cigman, they do make other lasers, cheaper, more expensive ones. You know, what I can judge by this particular one, it seems to be a very decent make. If you've got any more questions about this little laser, let me know down below in the comment section. I'll try to answer to the best of my knowledge. However, for today guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.